LGBT individuals.
In May 1998,
Has led to severe food
economic crisis
shortages
sweeping East Asia,
of starving children.
organized massive rallies.
Nazi Germany might attempt to develop nuclear weapons after being urged to undertake them.
Hey guys, welcome to our video. So we would like to explain about global security as agenda in international relations.
Students of international politics deal with some of the most profound questions. It is possible to achieve international security in the kind of world in which we live. First, I will explain to you about the definition of security studies. In general, security is about survival. Most writers agree that security is a contested concept. It means that there is no single definition. In Cold War period, most writing in the subject was dominated by the idea of national security, which was largely defined in militarized terms or military capabilities that their own state should develop to deal with the threats that face them. Barry Buzan, in his study People, States, Fear in 1983, argues for a view of security that includes political, economic, societal, environmental, as well as military aspects that also defined in broader international terms. The post-9/11 is a new and extremely dangerous period in world history. Whether the world is so different today from the past is a matter of much contemporary discussion. To consider this issue, we need to begin by looking at the way security has been traditionally conceived.
So, as we already know, global security divided into two categories. The first one is non-traditional and the second one is traditional. So, what the difference between these two categories? The difference between these two categories can be seen by their definition itself. In traditional security studies, security interpreted as accumulation of power, while in non-traditional security studies, security interpreted as emancipation. Second problem that differentiates these two categories is the actor who is threatened existentially. Reference object in traditional security study is a state, while in non-traditional security studies, all objects can be threatened. The third difference is how the threat is coming. According to traditional security studies, threat only could come from external, while the non-traditional security studies, threat could come from both internal and external. The fourth is the kind of issues. Traditional security studies always involving military issues, such as terrorism, nuclear power, issues about resources, and war. Meanwhile, the non-traditional security studies do not include military issues, such as human trafficking, human rights issues, health, and food problems. The fifth is the view of security politics. The traditional views security issues as urgent and extreme measures. Meanwhile, the non-traditional security views security politics as politics can be different. The last one is how security can be achieved. According to traditional security studies, security can be achieved by using coercion, while the non-traditional security studies, security can be achieved by using persuasion.
Okay, now I'm gonna explain about unit of securitization. It divided into three parts. First is the referent object, second is securitizing actor, and third is functional actor. Okay, let me explain more deeply. What is referent object? Things that are seen to be existentially threatened and that have a legitimate claim to survival, or in other words, it referring to an object that are threatened and need for survival. Securitizing actor is actors who securitize issues by declaring something that existentially threatened or the referent object. Also, securitizing actor can be known as an actor who are promoting the referent object, so it can get attention from the public and especially from functional actor. And the functional actor is an actor who affect the dynamics of a sector without being the referent object or the actor calling for security on behalf of the referent object. In short, this is an actor who significantly influences decision in the field of security. Now, I will give you an example. In 2016, Basuki Cahayapurnama or Ahok do a campaign in Pramuka Island for governor election. While he do his campaign, he said something that some people consider it as a blasphemy of religion. In here, these people who are feel threatened are the referent object. Then, these people are gathering and united with other people who feel the same as them and make action to defend their religion, which known as 212 movement, and this is the securitizing actor. The securitizing actor next do demonstration to get attention from the government. In here, government such DPR or even president are the functional actor, since they decided whether this problem will be the securitized issue or not.
There are 3 stages of speech act in securitization theory. The first is non-politicized. State doesn't deal with it and the issue it doesn't part of public debate and decision. For example, is LGBT issue. The second is politicized. Issue is part of public policy requiring government decision and resource allocation. For example, in the presidential election. The third is securitized. Issue is presented as an existential threat, requiring emergency measures and justifying actions outside the normal bounds of political procedures. For example, is separatism issue and drugs issue.
Issue that have been securitized can be downgraded into non-politicized, which is called desecuritization. So, desecuritization is avoid the logic of security to several issues. And there are 3 strategies. The first one is not speaking about an issue as a threat at all, and the second one is managing a securitization so that it does not spiral, and the last one is moving the securitized issue back into the norm. And then the second one is issues not praised as threats against which we have countermeasure, but move out to threat defense sequence into the ordinary public spheres.